Welcome and welcome back, everyone. This is the Cosmic Awakening, and today's very long pick a card. I'll just show you why I'm saying this. See, because each pile is almost the size of a full deck, if not actually the size, or maybe bigger than a full deck. So if someone were to make a movie about your life, what would that look like? What would this movie be like? Okay, we got 4 options here today. Option 1 with the double terminated clear quartz angel aura. Option 2 with the prehnite tower point. Option 3 with the pistachio, or this is Caribbean blue tumble calcite, sorry. And option 4 with this obsidian, black obsidian point. Take a deep breath, exhale. Pause the video if you need more time to choose. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future videos that I upload here on the channel. If you'd like a private reading or an energy healing session with me on Zoom or a manifestation technique session with me on Zoom, you can find my email in the description box below, as well as all the affiliate links to the decks that I use here. Okay guys, let's get into this. Putting these up there. Maybe I'm going to put that one that way. And okay. And we're starting with pile number 1. Guys, I have no idea what I just got myself into, but let's do it anyway. Okie dokie. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose the double terminated clear quartz angel aura, this is your reading. Okay, guys. So if someone were to make a movie about your life, what would that look like? Now, all these decks here that I'm using today, you can find them in the affiliate links below. Okay. If you'd like a private reading, an energy healing session on Zoom, or a manifestation technique session with me on Zoom, you can find my email in the description box. Okay, guys, let's do this without any further ado. First off, from the Moonology deck, we've got meditate and contemplate. Okay, so you could have your moon in Pisces or some important Pisces placement. Okay, so the first thing, maybe this opening of the movie about your life would be you in meditation and contemplation. This is quite interesting. Would be you very possibly in a setting where you were in a room that you have created for your meditations, a room where it's really peaceful there and you're having this whole new beginning in your life, and that is how the movie starts here. You may be near a place, you may have an Aquarius in this room, or you're near a place where there's some fish. I'm seeing these as koi fish, so I'm getting pulled into Japanese garden theme. So you could be somewhere in Japan or in a Japanese garden, or you have like this setting in a meditation room, or you're actually meditating in a Japanese garden and in deep contemplation here. That's the opening of your movie. Interesting. So yes, it's like someone having a whole new beginning in their life, and that's how the movie starts. Okay, now from this deck, the Becoming Tarot, that's a deck that's being created on Instagram. I'll leave the link below. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck, and I have the majors now. So the rest of the deck is being designed as we speak. Now this is a timeless reading, okay guys? So this message is meant for you when you find it, but let's keep going with our movie here. So the opening scene here is you in a Japanese garden meditating and in deep contemplation here, or you're in your meditation room that you've created for yourself, where you have a fish tank and some plants and some greenery, and you're having this whole new beginning in your life, like you're starting over. Yeah, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is Sagittarius energy. We have Sagittarius and Pisces energy here. The Chariot, Cancer energy. The Devil, which is Capricorn energy. The Fool, Aries energy. And we have Death here, Scorpio energy. And then we have the Sun, Leo energy. Okay, so we have a lot of signs here already, so you could have some of these in your chart, but let's just read into the energies. Okay, so what has gone on before the opening scene here? before the opening scene, you have gone through a total, death and rebirth in your life, a total transformation. You've let go of addictions. You've let go of the shackles that kept you bound to some situation in your life. You let go of your fear and your ego. And because of that, and because you did a lot of healing in this sense and shadow work, what happened was your life took a completely surprising turn of fate and destiny. And you got some good karma for doing all this good work here. And then what happens after the opening scene is that you're in this place where you're able to finally go after your goals, set some long-term goals for yourself, have this total new beginning, take a leap of faith, and choose to put yourself first. And the result of this is a very happy future and a lot of joy and growth, possibly children as well, okay? And just life being a lot brighter than it has been. Just take notice of the colors that we have here, and when things transform, what happens with the colors, and then look how bright and colorful the future is. So guys, this is actually quite a beautiful way to open this reading here, okay? Then we have Manifestia. The number 36 may be relevant to you. Okay, and this means that you learn to master the art of manifestation. And because of this, you were able to manifest, like I'm hearing for this pile here, you had to deal with the cards that you were dealt in life, okay? And you did. And you turned things around for yourself by changing just the way you think about things, you speak about things, you manifest things. And you just changed, you let go of self-sabotage here in this movie. You've let go of self-sabotage. You learn to become the master of your destiny rather than allow life to just take you with it wherever, the wind blows. You took control. You learned about manifestation. You did the shadow work, and you just took things into your own hand, and you made your life whatever you decided it was going to be. Very beautiful. So this is a typical example here in this movie of someone who is all about, it's not what happened to you, it's how you choose to deal with it. This is absolutely your energy here. Yes, and with don't let pride get in the way, you may have had to deal with people who were very prideful, or you did not allow your own pride. I do feel this is you did not allow your own pride to get in the way of your success and your goals and your healing. You did what you had to do to get yourself out of whatever dark situation you found yourself in, be that a toxic relationship, a toxic environment, a toxic place, a toxic house, city, job, or your own toxic thoughts. I'm hearing for a lot of you, you grabbed onto jobs that were probably not, you felt that you were capable of doing better, but you grabbed the job anyway, and you just saw it as a stepping stone into the next phase, and you did not let pride get in your way. Samaritan. Yes, and this is the kind of person that's showing in your movie who is you, who you decided to not only transform your life, but also be there for others and help other people as you were helping yourself. So as you lifted yourself, you carried other people on your way up here. And because of this, there was someone who could not stop thinking about you because they saw you as this fighter and how much you were able to manifest. And so there was someone who saw what you were doing with your life here. You were helping other people. You were doing whatever it took for you to get yourself out of the funk and out of lower vibration into higher vibration. And there was someone who came across you in this movie who saw you and just saw you as such a gem, such a precious thing, and all they could do was think about you. There was someone who saw you helping someone out even though you yourself were struggling, and this person saw the strength in you and they saw the value in you, and they couldn't get you out of their head, out of their mind. You didn't even notice them here in this process. You didn't even notice that they were thinking about you this much. We have the number 46, could be an age, could be a relevant number here, or the number 10 and the number 1. And so the minute this person sees you and starts thinking about you, things start to change for you. But there's also other people who saw you on your rise here, and they became envious of you, because they couldn't find the light within themselves. And they did envy your path because they had no idea where you had been, what you had to go through, what kind of work you had to do to get where you were. 5 of Wands, yeah, you dealt with a lot of, you had to deal with a lot of struggles, a lot of challenges, a lot of competition, a lot of strife. Things were definitely not easy at the beginning of your life here, before you got to this place, this new beginning here. But you just overcame this. 6 of Wands, you just decided to take things into your own hands, and you made your life with all this manifestation. You started achieving success because you chose to really say things that were positive, think positively about your situation, and you turned those obstacles into stepping stones. When other people thought they were bringing you down, they were actually, I'm getting singer-songwriter vibes like Taylor Swift, and all that she went through with her relationships and how she used that in her music to really rise in life instead of allowing it to bog her down. And I'm seeing Sagittarius energy, so you could have that energy within you, overcoming as a warrior. And because of that, you got handed the world. Okay, you got worldly success is what I see with the world right next to the 6 of Wands. You got an audience applauding you, whether that is a YouTube channel or you being on stage acting or singing or speaking as a speaker. And all of a sudden the world opened up for you. Okay, and this just changed everything. So I'm seeing worldly success, possibly fame, and this closed a big chapter in your life. See, the 10 and the world, 10s are all about closing a cycle. The world is all about closing a major cycle and starting a new one. And you got your new beginning here. And after you close this cycle, the world opened up to you. You achieved success here. And so then you got to this point where you just had to relax and contemplate what was coming next. And what was coming next, new goals. But what happened here was that because you didn't let pride get in your way, you were humble, okay? You chose to be humble, and I'm seeing you moved in silence, okay? You carried your burdens and you moved forward anyway, because you understood here that life is not easy for anyone, and you didn't fall victim to your circumstances. And this is why you became such an inspiration for others. This is why you achieved the acclaim and the glory and the fame, because people really saw the strength in you. They saw how you overcame things, and you just became an inspiration for other people to do the same. 2 of Cups. And yeah, that's coming into that energy. So in this movie, you do meet someone who is struggling just the same as you. And who's struggling just the same as you. And there you come together and you form this really beautiful bond with each other. Now this could be with this thinking man. Yeah, and this person sees you. A very well could be this thinking man. I do see this because I'm being called to one love story here. And so now we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So this person comes in, they see you struggle. They're going through the same. You're pretty much mirroring each other. You're going through the same things. This person can't stop thinking about you, and they decide to come forward and let you know, call you, invite you out for a drink, for a date, on a date, because they see that you are soulmates. Now, this person could also have Leo, Sagittarius, Aries in their chart, but I do see 2 people here fighting for your attention, though. I do see one is very emotional and one is very passionate. One could be your age or a little bit younger, and the other one could be older than you. Don't take genders here, okay? I'm just reading the energy here. I'm taking these as the outside people. Now, we have the Wheel of Fortune again. So this tells me that you're going to choose the one who makes you happier. Okay, you're going to choose the one who makes you happier. Now, this could be the same person who is very mature, but they're going to just declare their feelings toward you. Whatever happens here, and I do see the mirroring because we have the wheel twice. Whatever happens in this love story, sorry, whatever happens in this love story, it's fated, it's destined. It's a higher level soulmate, and it's going to bring you all the wish fulfillment that you were wanting in your life. This is dreams coming true, growth, happiness, joy. Okay, and your dreams being fulfilled. And see, the star is now even reinforcing this idea. The star over the sun, this is just so positive, pile one. So now we have Aquarius energy. So this is really you healing, being very healed, and I see fame for pile number one. I don't know why. There's something here that you're bound to be famous for here, okay? And you're definitely meant to meet your soulmate, a higher level soulmate. Two of Cups, Six of the Lovers, actually. But there's a decision here you need to make between two people. Now that is confirming that first message there. Page of Fire. So you could start out really young here, or you could end up having a child with this soulmate who is a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And that's your wish fulfillment. Or you could start out your life very young, having to fend for yourself if you're a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries here. You're going to have many talents. You're someone in this movie who shows you have many talents here, and you have many options in love because people are very attracted to your ethereal nature. You have a very star-like quality, and a lot of people watch you. A lot of people think about you. A lot of people see your value here. And so there may be a relationship that you need to put an end to here. To have a relationship that is better for you is what I see here. So there could be a relationship that was burdensome, that brought you strife and challenges and struggles, that was more like of a karmic with more lessons. And then you have to break up because other options come in once you raise your vibration, and in comes someone more mature, more at your level, possibly a big age gap here, possibly someone who is over like 15 years older than you, or you're 15 years older than this person here. Okay. All right. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Well, besides the manifesting, you put in the hard work as well. You really put in the dedication here. Queen of Wands. Now we have divine counterparts. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries again. But to me, the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands are divine counterparts. And because it's wands and fire, it's twin flame energy. So in this, and with the mirroring and both the wheels there, this is absolutely obvious with the Two of Cups and the Lovers. It's just confirming that you meet your twin flame in this movie, and you have to end something with someone else who just brought you burdens. Or you have to move to a location to be with this person and leave something behind and end something, or change jobs or something like that. But we'll see more information here. Nine of Pentacles. And this all happens, but first, before you meet this twin flame, or right after you meet this person, you become financially independent. Now, I do believe this happens before, because you go from the 8 to the 9 of Pentacles here, and the Hierophant. You're definitely, in this movie, you get married to your twin flame, okay? That's so amazing. You get married to your twin flame. You work hard. Maybe you come up with a business, apothecary business here, oriented toward health and well-being. In this movie, you take care of your body, you take care of your health. You learn new skills. You have these really nice, nurturing daily rituals. You really work on purifying yourself, your mind, your place. You're very tidy, very work-oriented, very detail-oriented. And your life just really expands, and you become really lucky here. There's a lot of optimism and good things happening for you. So it's the case of rags to riches, or the way you started your life is very different to the way it progresses, and how you end up toward the end of your life, having fulfilled all your dreams, having seen the world, having traveled a lot, maybe becoming a teacher as well, some sort of a teacher, but a lot of expansion here and a lot of potential. And But also the moon here is reminding me of mother energy. So you could be becoming a mother or a mother figure to someone here. But your emotions will be like a big part of your life. You're going to use your emotions to fuel all these dreams and desires coming forward. And I do see you diving into the mysteries, into the unknown, developing your psychic abilities here, really connecting to source and to spirit, and really counting on source and spirit to help push you forward as you understand that you're not doing this alone. Now, Cancer here is giving me these mother vibes again, or having a family, starting a family, spending a lot of time at home, liking to be at home because you need the time to sit with your emotions. But then on the other hand, there's this part of you that's very public, but you like your privacy. But then you really have a mission statement that you're very conscious of how you affect the world and your mark on the world. And you watch your attitude, you watch your body image, you take care of your aura, you cleanse yourself, you have spiritual hygiene, all sorts of, you're a very disciplined person coming across here, and you travel a lot and you come into contact with all these different cultures. You maybe have to fly a lot for some reason because you're either performing somewhere or you're speaking somewhere, and you're reaching a lot of people here, definitely large groups of people here. And this is going to bring you a lot of financial independence. You're going to do something very different that's going to benefit humanity, that's going to bring a lot of hope to people, something very futuristic that's never been done before. And we have, you're always being protected from anyone who tries to, enemies or someone who tries to undermine you. You're always going to be protected. Now, we have thoughts again. We have the thinking man. There's going to be a lot of people thinking about you because you're going to be some kind of star here. You're going to be in everyone's thoughts, and you're going to come across a lot of false people in your life as well, so watch out for that. But I do feel you're going to have a keen intuition, and you're going to be able to spot them. There's going to be a lot of changes in your life, maybe moving to different homes because you upgrade in your life, and so you change to a new home here. And definitely marriage with the Hierophant. You do end up getting married in your movie as well. Engagement ring, yeah, there's a proper engagement, and this is someone who thinks about you a lot. But this may take time and only happen after you really properly heal and you close all those cycles, and there's kind of like slow but steady progress. But first you're going to feel frustrated in a relationship, a relationship where you get together with someone who you attract, who is not good enough for you, or makes you feel like you're not enough. And you attract this person at the beginning of your life because of self-sabotage, because of a lack of self-confidence, because of your fear and ego issues. So there's a lot of jealousy triggered at the beginning in this first relationship, and it's a very frustrating one, and then it kind of catalyzes you out of there, and then you meet someone else who has more to do with you, who starts out to be a friend here. Especially with this 11th house, that's friendship energy. And so this person makes you feel a lot more uplifted, and makes you see how you were dealing with self-absorbed narcissist in the beginning, and it was a very one-sided relationship, even though it started with a lot of love bombing there. But then you start talking to someone else, and there's a lot of messages back and forth here with someone who you end up marrying with. And your relationship evolves to the next phase. And while you're healing this inner child and you're growing, there's a lot of inner child healing here. And this is your soulmate. There's a soul connection, there's a true partnership, and there's a soul contract with this person here. Yeah, you're going to be, your character is going to be very flirtatious. But that's just your nature. You're not doing it because you enjoy your life and what you're doing so much, you're going to attract a lot of people's attention because you're not really focused on love most of the time. Now, there's definitely a separation from someone here before, because the love is just unrequited. It's someone who is not capable of love to the level that you're capable of love, if that makes sense. Let me just see if we can get better lighting in here. Yeah, there's a lot of healing of your solar plexus chakra. Your self-confidence heals a lot through this process of discovering who you are and your talents and really fighting for what you want. You increasingly feel that it's safe for you to be powerful, and you take charge of your life in all these positive ways, and you really align your actions so that they really match your values and inner knowingness of what is right for you. After you learn this lesson with this relationship, you learn it for good, and it only happens once. You don't repeat that mistake. You stay in your integrity. No one else will be able to surprise you the same way, because then next time you will pay attention to the red flags, and then you will only go for the real deal, because then you will learn to listen to your intuition here. And your body really, actually, you're someone in this movie who receives accurate messages from the divine, and you start listening to your body more after you really ignored it, and then you got into trouble because of that. And this way you learn how to heal away these addictions, a codependency, addiction to a person, and behaviors or thought processes that are really not serving you, that block you from your heart's desire. Archangel Raphael shows up in this movie, and he actually helps you do this healing. And you go through a career change. So whatever career you start out off with your life, it changes. So as you evolve, your goals also evolve and change. And you embark, after you reach the success here and some maybe some fame, you transmute your energy. You reinvent yourself, and you start doing something different, something that brings you more joy and abundance. And it helps more people as well. Yeah, because you have many options. You could do many, many things, such as being part of the law system, justice system, or just mediating or counseling, or you have many talents, performing, and you have so many career possibilities that are open to you, that you're someone who is actually able to jump from one to the next. You could have a 5 in your life path numerology. It doesn't have to be, could be that you have that in some other place. Music is very important, and there's a really good soundtrack to this movie as well, because you have really good taste in music. Now, one of the career changes that you may end up making is exploring a musical career as well, either by playing a musical instrument, producing songs, writing songs, or singing them. Flowers. Yeah, where in the settings of this movie, there's always a lot of flowers around you, because they really make you feel serene and calm, and it's really part of your healing process to have flowers around. And maybe you do some gardening as well in this movie, or you work at a flower shop, or you end up toward the end of your life owning a flower shop and really wanting a simple life, or living in a really nice house where you can garden your flowers. And in your life, there's actually going to be a lot of you're going to be supplied for. You're never going to run out of money or food, or so there's going to be abundance for you. There's never going to be lack in your life, because you chose to manifest from a place of abundance, and you're going to manifest a lot of freedom. Your character is very, very free. After this dark phase in the beginning, you just become free, and you like your freedom, and you could spend a lot of time on an island as well. That's where you vacation and you unwind, and you may even end up deciding to live in a tropical place, or spend most of your time surrounded by nature and the sea, and living close to the sea as well. So the setting after a certain point, like there could be an energy passing through Japan, or just a tropical island. Yeah, in this movie, you give birth to a daughter, and you have a daughter who you probably even end up working with, but you have some kind of business venture that you follow through with, this career opportunity, after you do some research on this. And also in this movie, you read a lot, you research a lot here as well. And then there's a point where you stop resisting the flow of life, and you really learn how to flow with life and use the timings of nature to do what you can do in the given time, like stop controlling what you can't control, or trying to control what you can't control, and move with the energies that you can. So there's going to be a point in your life where you realize that you stop trying so hard to control everything. And that point, when you get to that point here, which is the midpoint here, that's when everything starts opening up for you. All the doors start opening up. It's when you realize that if you just stay poised, if you act in your yin energy, your feminine energy, and attract things rather than go too much after the things that are, that that chasing things, you start holding your center, and that's when everything that's meant for you starts coming your way. You're someone who is very focused on your goals, and no kinds of weather will stop you from achieving your goal. You thrive in this movie. You're very thriving. You spend some time traveling to cold places. You go up you walk up the Himalayas. You spend some time in Africa on tropical islands. So this movie involves a lot of travel here. And look, the tropical island again. So there's just a lot of trust, and there's a community of people that you create and people that you help, and you open these people's lives to their own blessings as you do the same for yourself. You are on a very spiritual path here. You possibly have a retreat, like a spiritual retreat, where people come to your island or come to your place on an island, and they discover the truth about themselves and the truth about reality, and they discover that what they thought was truth was actually illusions. And there's just a lot of magical blessings. There's a community here that you maybe start with other like-minded soul tribe people. And whatever you're going through, you just know that you're just going to be blessed. And you just believe in that. You could be like very much like a fairy in this reality where you spend so much time in nature. And we have petalite. So I would say that's such a fairy-like crystal. We have the number 42 may be relevant to you. But I want to read from the book, the petalite, what that means for you in this movie. Yeah, you become more of an observer. You are able to detach from your own reality to come up with really, how do I put this? Effective solutions rather than coming up with more problems for yourself. And whenever you want to make decisions, you distance yourself from your own problems as if they're not your own. And so you ooze a lot of sensuality and confidence, and this is what really attracts other people. And once you solve this confidence problem, you're going to have always a lot of people really wanting to get with you. And this is very partly because you have decided to set your healthy boundaries with people, and you become a lot more cautious with people, but you still support them, you still give them comfort, and you still are able to forgive. And you are someone in this movie who you talk a lot to your passed over loved ones, and they are your spirit guides here. And you become this walking mirror to other people, where when they come into contact with you, you reveal the truth of who they are. And when they come to you, these people, I do feel they go to your spiritual retreat. When they come to you like feeling really poor, like lack mentality, and they go out discovering that they're actually a lotus flower and all they've been through, and they walk out so abundant, so blessed, and making their life happen for themselves. They walk in one way and they walk out with a glow up. Beautiful. And look, I was talking about the yin energy of receptivity. Look at that mermaid. She looks like she's on an island here, and she's receiving a gift. You realize in your life that you don't have to try so hard. You allow yourself to give as much as you allow yourself to receive. You understand that this is all about allowing. And you're going to get a lot of people sending you gifts via mail or something like that. People are going to send you gifts. You're going to possibly make a home, a new home, change homes and settle at a new place. Could be on an island. We have the number 44 and the number 3. You could be seeing 44 a lot. And we have the unseen. So you are able to, in this movie, to really tap into a lot of what other people can see. You can actually see what is hidden. And we have another 4. So your angels really accompany you on this, in this movie. And you just become really trusting in the plan that Spirit has for you. We have, again, 13 is another 4. So 4, angel number. Go check that out. You're just very trusting in the plan, and you understand, ooh, look at that. That's the solar plexus chakra. As your confidence increases, then you feel that you feel safer to open up the higher chakras, and that's when, just everything comes through your crown chakra, and you just become one with the universe, no longer detached as you were at the beginning of your movie or your life here. You learn how to set intentions, and you go after what you want from a positive place, and you really have the courage to really let go of what is no longer for you. You have the courage to do what is right for yourself. And look, retreat. You create some kind of retreat for yourself or for others, and you learn to retreat a lot. Okay, in this movie, you could also travel to Egypt for some kind of reason that will serve your retreat or your spiritual path here. So I do feel along this movie, there's a spiritual path that you're walking, and it involves visiting all these power spiritual places as well. And what ends up happening here is that you teach people about forgiveness. You end up forgiving a lot of people, and you speak your truth with love. And honesty becomes essential. You teach people how to take their masks off. You take your own mask off. And then life just becomes this one big celebration. Okay, now let's look at some tea leaf cards here. We have the gavel, so there may be some kind of involvement with the law that you have. So you may choose in like your movie, like after the opening scene, it can show some kind of scene where you had some kind of involvement with the law because of the dark times that you were living. Maybe you ended up doing something that wasn't so good, and you end up serving time for that, or, well, not exactly, but or you go through something that involves someone else who does something to you, and you need to take it to the courtroom or something. Or there's some involvement with the law here where something happens here with a divorce. That could be that case there. Yeah, someone you were dealing with who was very prideful here. Okay, something about the month of July here, and we have the ocean that happens that's significant with a man who has darker hair, who is older, because I'm seeing these white streaks of hair here. It says dealings with a man, but I'm seeing someone older than you, or you're this older person and you're dealing with someone younger. The bridge, you successfully overcome this problem with the law here. So I'm not seeing that anyone gets locked up here, actually. Well, unless this was your story in the past, let me know in the comments section. But then, yeah, as you pay more attention to your work than you do to any other thing, you are able to overcome problems. And then yeah, exactly. As you're working and distracted, as I said, there in comes this secret admirer who can't stop thinking about you. But meanwhile, you're dealing with someone who always tries to make you do things against your will. And while you have another secret admirer who pays attention to what you're doing work-wise, and so you may need to get the law to act on someone who is not being the nicest to you. And you become this really goal-oriented person. After a disappointment here, after you cut someone out, you decide to really dive into your work here. September could be an important time for you here. I'm seeing the whole summer here, July to September. So the movie, I feel, is set in the summer, mostly. Well, at least the most of the action, not the past or the future, but, the main action. And it shows a period of frustration, lessons that you have learned here with someone. But then in comes November, so something about the end of the summer and the end of autumn or mid-autumn here, and that's when you achieve this success here. Maybe when you're older, or you get the advice of an older woman here, that's going to help you with your career. And again, a dark man, so someone here who has a dark complexion or hair. And the carriage came out in the tarot, so the whole movie is about this huge journey that is physical and mental and spiritual, that takes us to a lot of places buried in your psyche, but also to a lot of external places, physical places in the world that match your vibration at that time, if that makes sense. Okay, pile number 1. As you can see, this was a long reading. So let me know how that resonates with you. Now I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to tidy all of these. Don't forget to comment how this resonates for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future readings here on the channel. If you'd like a private reading from me, you can find my email in the description box. I also do energy healing sessions on Zoom, as well as manifestation technique. Bless you, and bye for now. Okay, pile number 2, welcome. If you chose this Prehnite Tower, this is your reading. So let's dive into your reading. Now, for some reason, there's one card here that is very important that I'm not finding. And until we get that card, I can't start the reading. So please bear with me. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of future readings here on the channel. Now, why am I not... Okay, maybe there was a pile who got 2 cards of that. So I'm just going to take it from the top of the deck here to see how your story... Okay, woo! So your story, your movie opens with a powerful change happening. So it's definitely a lot of action here, very different from pile 1, where things are, there's just a powerful change that is shown in the opening scene here. Is just a really, really powerful change is what I can say here. New moon eclipse. So it's you entering into a totally new life here. So that's the feel of how this movie opens. Now, it doesn't mean that's chronologically how your life starts. It just means where the movie starts. So I'm seeing this new moon eclipse. So there is an eclipse coming up, and I do feel this next eclipse, which is on the 26th. Well, this is a timeless reading, okay? So if that does not apply, don't take it. But there's going to be something really significant happening for you, and that's where your movie starts, okay? So pay attention to this next eclipse. We have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy, Judgment, Scorpio energy. Could be somewhere in your chart. You could be dealing with these people. Temperance, Sagittarius in your movie. The Hierophant, the Star, and the Lovers. So in your movie, you actually dream of becoming a star. You set some really big dreams for yourself, either or, okay? You take your time, you're patient about going about. You allow spirit to guide you. You're very divinely guided. You really take your time. You're a very patient person to make this happen, because you want to make sure that you're making the right things happen. The things that are destined for you, okay? Things that will last in your life. You're not about quick fixes. You are someone who slowly but surely you like to get to your goals, okay? And in this movie, you end up getting married to a soulmate, higher level soulmate. I'm seeing Taurus, Gemini energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, and Sagittarius so far. Starseer 46. This is powerful. You are a starseed in this movie. Okay, this is the movie that someone would make about your life. So you are a starseed, a starseer. You are highly spiritually connected, and that is why any change that happens for you is very powerful. You are very divinely guided. Your angels are all around you. Sorry, guys. Even in this movie, actually, this movie is set in outer space. this movie is all set in outer space. Let me just say that right now. And you're traveling from another constellation in this movie. You're traveling from another constellation, and your angels, they really show up in this movie all around you. Wow. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. And you are an artist in this movie. And you just create really, you're very creative, and you create really beautiful realities around you. You manifest things that you are able to see that other people can't see. You really use your creative energy to the fullest, and you're really patient about the process. Again, femme fatale highlights the erotic energy. So you have a very, you're very sensual, sexy energy. And you are someone who is capable of such unconditional love that even when other people are not capable of loving you, you are so capable of loving other people. And you really don't need other people to give you what you give them. I mean, it would be nice, but you do also become really dependent on someone in this movie. You become maybe even codependent on someone until you learn, until you have an epiphany here, until you learn to see things in a different way, because you're not from this planet. And so you travel to this planet and you come with this vision, but then you encounter a different reality, different people who are not capable, even though you become dependent on these people because you have a mission of healing them. You coming with a very special mission to this planet. And I'm seeing that this is you landing on this planet. This powerful change is you changing your whole life once you land on planet Earth. And you're here to bring a new reality and show that life can be really, really abundant to people who live here. And you help people walk away from their unhealthy ways. You help free people because of the perspective that you bring to their life. Again, the star. Wow, this is double confirmation that you're a starseed. Go check out my starseed pick a card. So in this movie, you're a starseed and you know it. You feel very connected and you have special messages that you have to bring that are very healing down to people that will assist them in their death and their rebirth. Scorpio energy again, strongly here. Scorpio, Aquarius, all those signs that I said. And you really help people plan and strategize their next move, and you really act as a catalyst in this movie with all of your star knowledge to get people to have a powerful change in their life, a total death and rebirth. And look how the stars and the constellations happen there in this person's, like, you give them a perspective that they've never had before in their life, and it really brings them powerful change as well, to take ownership of their lives. The Emperor here, to become the rulers and take charge of their own lives and show them how powerful they are with this perspective of something that is much bigger than them. Aries energy here. Four of Swords. You're very healing. Your energy is very, very healing to other people here. Because what you are able to see, your knowledge, brings a lot of healing to people in this movie. You're a strong healer that came from the stars. King of Swords here. You could meet a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius type energy, someone who's very rational, and you're going to teach this person, you're going to show this person who may be a little bit stubborn to open their mind to a new reality. Yeah, but this person may be a little bit resistant at first, very used to dealing with the 3D, but you're here to teach this person. This person is a higher level soulmate that you're going to meet. You're going to end up marrying this person. And you're, again, you see this mirroring energy here, the Hangman coming up twice here. Yeah, this person takes a little bit of time to see a different perspective here because this person is so used to using their logic, but something changes deeply inside this person with the Judgment there. And after they meet you, life is never the same. And you're very patient with this person with the Seven of Pentacles there. But this person is so attracted to you because Empress, Libra, Taurus energy, they just see you as so valuable, and they even place you on a pedestal, and they kind of don't know what to do with you quite, because look, the Empress and the High Priestess, you're just so inspiring. They just don't understand how you have so much psychic knowledge, how you seem to have the keys to the universe, because you kind of forget when you get to Earth what your mission is, but you just carry it out without really knowing exactly what you're doing or why you're doing it. But this person really sees how powerful you are. And we have the Emperor and the Empress. So you really do meet your divine counterpart in this life. But this person starts off by being a little bit selfish, a little bit in their ego, still just being a little bit manipulative and thinking that's how they will get ahead in life because they're not really accessing their intuition. But you're here to teach them how to really access their intuition, and they end up choosing you, and they end up wanting to marry you, and they ask you to marry them. But you have to be very patient with this person, because this person has to walk away from an old way of being that is more stubborn, okay, to say, and walk away. You get this person to walk away from their ego slowly but surely, because look, they cannot resist the call here. It's destined and it's fated that you help this person ascend, and you just guide them. You just guide them on this way. But this person resists it a lot with the strength here. This person's very resistant. We have Leo and Scorpio energy here. Why? Because they're just so stuck on temptation of the 3D world and the ego. And this person could be a workaholic here as well. But you just slowly but surely, you step into this person and you just change this person's life completely. King of Swords, again. There could be aspects of yourself that are very similar, and they're meant to mirror your person, so this person can identify with you. Because if they wouldn't identify with you at first on a very mental level where the communication is very similar, but then there's this other part of you that's hidden that then you show them, and it surprises them actually, but they're hooked because they have this connection to you that's mental. You hook them in, then they go through a time of really struggling with letting go of their ego, but you show them a side of you that was hidden there. You show them a very rational side when you meet. That's how you connect. But then, I almost want to put these two here, and then all of a sudden you show this side of you, like where you're very creative, fertile, talented, attractive, a lot more attractive than they had once thought you were, and this other side of you that was totally unknown to them, where you're this intuitive, connected, you have the keys to the universe, and this person gets a little bit mind-boggled by you, but then they decide that you're their everything. You're the one they want to have a family with. They see this, you end up becoming a power couple. But at first this person is very defensive, but slowly but surely they lower their defenses and they get into their emotions. You get this person to feel emotions that no one else before has got them to feel. And they're going to be really grateful for you for this, and they end up choosing to be with you even though you are so different. And everything just flows naturally here. Your life is very harmonious. You're here to help people and make people's lives better in this movie, and show people about all the rhythms and the flow of life. And you're definitely ending up in a very strong relationship where you help heal this person and show them their heart and bring out their heart, something that they didn't feel that they had or they lost somewhere along the line. But you also end up learning some harsh lessons about relationships on this plane. But you just allow these to unfold. You know better. You don't really allow it to ever bring it down, because at the heart, at your core, you are very healed. You have so much joy and love and healing to give that you never really run out of it. And so you're here in this movie, you're constantly encouraging this King of Swords, and by really giving them something that they never had, you allow them to grow in their own life, and you give them some kind of seed that after they meet you, everything just grows. And this is definitely a divine counterpart. I'm seeing two energies that you came here to meet this person and you're going to heal a lot of people along the way. You could both be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius strongly in your chart here. And we have Pisces and we have Scorpio energy flying around, Leo, definitely Libra here, Gemini, okay? First house. So this person works on their image, their physical body is very important to them when you meet them. But then that all becomes like part of them. But it also, and also the way you come across to this person will capture their attention, but then they'll see all the layers here. And then you will open up new doors and new experiences for this person that this person never dreamed of here. And you go traveling together, seeing the world, and you expand, you together, you expand. This person teaches you about the world, and you teach this person about the ether and all the other realms and spirituality. So you constantly learning from each other, and you become each other's teacher here, and you travel and you learn a lot as you travel together. You go on pilgrimages, you go on spiritual quests, maybe you try some mushrooms and some ayahuasca. Not that I'm telling anyone to do that, but you're gonna have your passport in hand and you're probably gonna visit North Africa, Morocco, or a desert, or like some place like Dubai or Qatar. There's definitely a lot of foreign travel back and forth here, a lot of maps that you're going to be following here, possibly visiting spiritual places, discussing religion. There's going to be a lot of conversations, a lot of learning going on. You're going to learn a lot together here in this movie. And there's a lot of dreams and a lot of... so this movie's going to have like... you're going to dream a lot in this movie, and it's going to jump from dreams to... And in the movie, there's a doubt where reality starts and illusion ends, or if your spiritual reality really is the reality and this 3D world really is the illusion. So there's a very dreamy, foggy kind of energy to this. And this relationship also ends up being such a dream here. And you really tap into this person's subconscious, and you really teach this person about universal love. You end up meditating together, expanding on your spirituality here. It's a very enchanting kind of relationship where a lot of veils are lifted, and it just seems really, really magical. You could end up seeing this person in your dreams and then you meet them, or you see them in your dreams and they become so much more to you in that dream after you've met them. Chiron. But you in this movie, you are healing someone, and you're having them heal that layer that is covering their heart from feeling or allowing their emotions to be seen here. This is really beautiful. You have such a healing effect on this person that you actually see this person cry, or you make this person cry, and not much really makes this person cry anymore, even though this person used to cry a lot as a child or when they were younger. And you get this person to forgive themselves, forgive other people, and you're here to help this person really heal all the generational trauma. You're here to help this person with their personal development. So this is a beautiful love story where you get someone to open their heart. Beautiful. Yeah, Five of Swords. This is someone who used to spend a lot of time in their mind, and then you get them to really start using their heart and their emotions more. But you learn a lot with each other. Yeah, this person, when you come across them, they're really imprisoned to their own ego. They're trapped in their own mind. And you know what they say about the mind, and who spends too much time in the mind and in logic, you're really entertaining the devil, and you're not really allowing spirit to come forward and allowing yourself to see love, the love around you, and to really feel things differently. And you can even end up creating a community with this person here of like-minded people, and you end up getting married to this person in a courtroom. Not really a religious marriage. This person may have been in the military before, so this is someone who's very rigid in their ways, or in how they live their life daily. They may have like all these rituals in place, and they may find it hard to break away because they're just so used to this. Now, they may be in the military when you meet them, or they may have been, and they could be a business owner when you meet them. Yeah, you could be stuck in this empath narcissist paradigm before you meet this person. You could be in other relationships where you end up being charmed or used, or you enable someone, and you have to learn how to set boundaries. Or this is how the relationship starts, where you transform this person from a narcissist into actually a decent, loving person, okay? Take it how it resonates. Or you learn some really deep lesson here, or you're here to really heal this paradigm and get empaths and narcissists to heal. And you start with this relationship here with someone who could be end up getting into this narcissistic way of being. I know it's difficult to heal a narcissist, but healing is possible. The relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. So maybe you end a relationship with this person, and once you end things with them, they really heal because they go over everything you've taught them. They heal their heart. You're here to heal this person's heart. So this whole love story is you're healing the heart. Okay, maybe this person had a narcissistic parent that they dealt with, and they had to learn from a very young age to heal, to set boundaries. Yeah, but they found a way to end that relationship. They don't give that person second chances. They grow and transform their lives, but they didn't heal their heart in the process, and that's where you come in. Interesting. Yes, and you come to this person as a total surprise. This person is not expecting someone in their life like you at all. They're not ready for you. They're very established. It's like you come into this person's life as a surprise. You're very surprising the way you come into this person's life and how you heal this person's heart. Maybe you're called in a dream to move toward this person to help them, and it's also very surprising to you how you suddenly, all of a sudden, your focus turns to this person out of like seemingly nowhere, and there's like a lot of passion and insane chemistry between the two of you. There's a lot of reciprocity. You have a lot of fun together. And you transform each other, and you definitely transform. This person becomes more lighthearted around you. They find out more about who they are. A lot of things come to light to them that they were not, thought that they were capable of. And they become a lot more adaptable and flexible than they used to be. And they heal a lot. You heal this person. Their perception changes. And they end up learning from their past and just see them as memories. And wedding rings. This person ends up asking you to marry them. There's union. There's a soul connection, eternal love, and an everlasting promise. So this is something that really, really goes the distance. Reconciliation. But you end up breaking up before that, or this person pushes you away, but then they return. And they really then get ready to discuss their feelings, and they really open their heart to you because the passion is just too much. Passion twice for them to keep it down, and the romantic feelings, they really feel they're worth exploring here. Meanwhile, you work with crystals. The crystals show up here a lot. You're really surrounded by crystals in this movie, and they really help support you through all that you go through in your life. And you are someone who is always willing to forgive in this movie and move past pain because you really prefer peace, right? And because your angels are with you all the time, helping you clear your mind and your body from all the pain. You really are someone in this movie, you don't hold grudges. You really cleanse your energy really quickly. Yeah, because you're very connected to the divine. I mean, you do come from the stars after all. And so you just get these downloads, you just know things, you're claircognizant, and you get these messages from divine guidance. And when you pray for anything, you rely upon Spirit to bring you the answers whenever you feel overwhelmed or lost. You just allow the messages to come through. Earth Angel, you're a light worker, exactly. Starseed light worker, go check out my Starseed and Lightworker pick a cards here on the channel, because that's what you are. You're, you know, this reading is about, this movie is about a light worker starseed who comes to Earth to heal people, and someone in very specifically, because as you heal this person, that's going to create ripple effects of love throughout, because this person is going to go out and heal other people who are going to heal other people. You're an earth angel, but with a star origin. Yes, you're an angel. In this movie, you're actually an angel, and you came from a different constellation. Baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Yes, it's like you don't quite know what your mission is, but you just follow your intuition. Even if it doesn't make a lot of sense for you, you just keep following it. Author. You end up writing a book here that's going to inspire other people, because you're meant to become an author. That's what you end up doing. You end up becoming an author here and a spiritual teacher to other people besides this person. And you live in infinite abundance, and you teach people how to attract infinite abundance. And you're going to be fully supported with abundance as you live this. And you become a speaker as well. Yeah, definitely a lot of air energy here. Communication, your communication skills are really good. And you end up having a child or children here, because you're very fertile, because we did have the Empress here as well. So you end up becoming a mother figure, a father figure to someone, and you create a lot of projects, you start a lot of things, you give birth to new situations, and you help other people do the same for themselves and start new things. Go now. You really know when to move away from toxic situations and teach people how to do the same, especially when it comes to relationships. You leave behind what is toxic for you, and you just keep moving. You know when it's time to go and when it's time to stay. You end up getting married for sure to your higher level soulmate here. After you walk away from toxic situations, you leave unhealthy situations, and as you do, the new doors that open as a result will lead you toward marriage, because in this movie, you understand your power. Even though you don't understand this world very much, you really learn how to understand your power. And you always really do feel powerful within you, even though you may go through things that are a little bit strange to you. But your wishes get granted here. What you ask for normally comes true in this movie, because you are willing to come to the edge and at least see what is there for you. You're not afraid to embark on new adventures, and you are a very flexible natured person, and you do choose to purify your energy, and so that opens up the gateway for you to be the unicorn that you are. And this is going to open a lot more doors if you didn't accept, or if you weren't flexible enough to just follow your intuition, even though it may not seem to make a lot of logical sense at all times. But and weirdly enough, how unique you are, the more genuine and authentic you are, will actually lead you to more security. So it's not about following what people or other people or most people are doing. It's about being yourself. That's going to lead you to more security, because the world really needs your uniqueness. The world does not need other people who are like everyone else. Parrot spirit, you're going to be very careful of how you use your words, because you know they're going to have a huge impact on people, and they're going to change people's lives here. And people are actually going to be mimicking and imitating what you say. So whatever you say is going to be, it's going to be like amplified. It's going to be repeated throughout the world. It's going to be echoed around you. And you're very protected. And you bring a lot of protection here. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking on any spiritual work. So in this movie, you do actually protect yourself, because you know you're dealing with very negative energies that go around in this world. We have bronzite. So you really learn about this world, even though you come from some place that there really is no bronze. So you learn about loyalty and trust. You are very loyal, you are very trustworthy, you are very steadfast. You're someone some people know they can count on and they can trust, okay? And you always trust that the conscious universe has your back in this movie, which is why you always stay very high vibrational. You could become a mother, we have mother here, or you could make someone a mother here. And your energy is just very motherly, very nurturing, very healing. And you really bring about alchemy in people's lives where you change people's lives for the better. You have a lot of, your presence is very empowered. You are persevering and you have a lot of vitality here. The way you move, the way you express yourself is very, very attractive here. And you're always on the move and you love dancing. You dance a lot and you create a lot. You dance in the kitchen while you're cooking. And this person really loves that about you. Yeah, you're here to bring the first ray of power to this world, okay? I don't know why I was called to say that, but I want to read that one from the book. The first ray of power is energy of conscious destruction. It can be used in a healthy way to eliminate the past and allow for a fresh start. Exactly. That's what you're bringing to yourself and new people and people in your life. That's what you're teaching. The first ray also carries a frequency of leadership. So you're meant to be a leader. You become a leader in this, a spiritual leader, a leader of love. It can assist you to stand in the truth of your life so others can find their way by it. Yes, light worker. Yes, you're leading the way. It helps to strengthen your willpower so that you can accomplish any task you choose. The Ascended Master El Moria brings you his particular blessing and encourages you to believe in your own strength and take the initiative on what matters most to you. Because as you do so, you are actually doing what you're meant to do here. Yeah, you get a lot of vivid dreams, and in these dreams are truthful messages that you should not ignore. Your dreams teach you and show you things that you are not meant to ignore to help you adjust your energy field. So you do a lot of aura cleansing. You're here to adjust the energy field of this earth here, to cleanse the aura of the earth and to help with people's health, okay? Mental health included, physical health. And what you contemplate can actualize. So you're a powerful manifester. You can just manifest, and your hands are very healing, and you can manifest by using your hands and imagining whatever you want to manifest. You bring hope to this world and peace, and you become this really big inspiration to other people. And you're very inspired by this earthly reality as well. And you're definitely living a very strong romance, and you dream about this person before you come into contact with them or before you actually develop feelings for this person in your dreams. And you're just someone who lives with a lot of faith, and you embrace your emotions. You allow your feelings to surface and to be accepted. And in doing so, you're also inspiring other people to do the same with their dreams and their feelings. Okay, guys, Pile 2, that was your reading. Let me know how this beautiful, beautiful reading resonated with you. Such a beautiful pile indeed. You guys could end up, being famous in this movie as well. Definitely inspiring a lot of people. Your life purpose is a very strong one in this movie. Okay, you have a lot to teach. You're definitely a higher soul that's coming through in this movie. So who are you guys? I'd love to know in the comment section. Please let me know what you guys are up to, what you're creating, because it's big. It is big, okay? And there's a big love story for you guys as well. Oh, wait a second, guys. Okay, before I go, I forgot to see. So you could be dealing with an older man. In this movie, this person I was talking about could be a lot older than you, but you're teaching them. Or you could be a lot older than this person. You are highly thought of. Temptation will test you in this life, okay? Control your anger or you will be sorry. So there's going to be a lot of things that are going to make you angry, but you need to control your anger because you're not of this earth. It could throw you off balance, and you could absorb the energies of this earth, but you need to control that. But you're going to get compliments from an admirer. August could be an important month, something going on in the summer if you're in the northern hemisphere, or the winter if you're in the southern hemisphere, or the person you're dealing with lives at a distance from you in the southern hemisphere and you live in the northern, or vice versa. But you're experiencing a lot of good luck. You bring a lot of good luck to people's lives. A fair woman here, someone who is a blonde female, could have an active, important role in your life here. But there's always forces working against you, but you overcome these things. Money and property through inheritance, winning, or windfall. So money's never a problem. do not be tempted to lower your standards. Yeah, because you are here to teach something higher. So never lower your standards, and you never do. There's a constant fight to people trying to get you to lower your standards, but you never do. There's such a wealth in you that you can't ever do that. You need to keep pushing forward. And money, you are surrounded by luxury. It somehow comes to you when you need it. And there's a lot of exciting events happening in this movie here. And you're also actually teaching a lot of wealthy people that there's actually a lot of things that are more important, such as living a great passion in their lives, and more important than just new jobs or raises or money. Again, you're dealing with people, and money will come to you, but you're actually here, and you will build a solid foundation for yourself with your success and effort, but you're here to teach people about love, especially people who do have a lot of money, to be more compassionate and to open up their hearts. Okay, pile 2, bless you. That was your reading. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future readings. Okay, pile 3, if you chose this Caribbean calcite tumble, this is your reading. So let's see. Okay, my brain is in a fog because I've been going on for an hour. So let's see if I can find your first card here. Why? Okay, that's why. Is that why? That's why. Okay, it was in the wrong place. Okay. So where do we, okay, there it is. Sorry guys, I want to start off with the right card. Pile 3, this is your reading. So let's see how the movie of your life goes. You and your loved ones are safe. So there's this scene where you're spending time with your family and you're all feeling safe here, okay? You could have your moon in Cancer or some strong Cancer placement, but the opening scene of your movie is a safe environment where you and your loved ones, your family, or you're all really feeling very safe, and you're having this new beginning. It's so curious how all piles got the new moon, new beginnings. So all opening scenes start with some new beginning here so far. The Magician, Gemini energy. Gemini and Cancer, you could be a Gemini Cancer cusper, you could be a Gemini in Vedic, or Cancer in a tropical astrology, or you could just have these two signs strongly in your chart. The Emperor, Aries energy. Strength, Leo energy. The World, Aquarius energy. And Justice, Libra energy. Okay, so you could have these signs, you could be dealing with people with these signs, doesn't matter. Let me just get a sip of water. Okay then. Home. Okay, so you create a really nice home environment, or you have a really nice home environment in this movie. You are a good homemaker. You like to spend time at home. Maybe you work from home. Maybe you work in the justice system. You bring fairness to people's lives. Maybe you're a mediator. People see you as someone who is very, very strong, capable of manifesting big things in life and taking charge of your life and really creating a beautiful world around you. Beggar. Maybe you deal with a lot of people who beg for your attention. Maybe you, in this movie, you have had experience with lack of finances, like financial problems here, and you push through with strength here. Rest and rejuvenation. So you're someone who really takes the time to rejuvenate and rest and heal your energy after you were able to heal after a period of a lack of finances here, and you were able to tame your anxiety that sometimes flares up for you when things don't go your way. Maybe you start off begging for other people's attention, almost like you feel like you constantly have to beg for love or for someone to love you, and this brings you a lot of anxiety, and you worry a lot in this movie if you're going to be able to make a family happen for yourself. We have the Ace of Swords. You have a lot of insight. You have a really good brain. The way you think is very clear. But you deal with so much anxiety, maybe because you spend so much time in your own mind here. And so you have to end up dealing with so much anxiety here. You stay up late at night. There's always these scenes where you're not able to sleep. You're dealing with insomnia because you're just constantly thinking and trying to access your intuition, but it's really hard for you to do so. I'm seeing Pisces and Cancer energy, Aquarius, Leo. I did say the other signs here, but then you end up triumphing over this. You end up healing yourself from thinking. How do you do this? By taking action and becoming more practical and getting stuff done and really planting some good seeds rather than spending. So you get this new beginning and you start to plant the seeds of stability here. And maybe when you move away from a place that brings you a lot of anxiety, you travel to a new place and you end up setting your foundation in a new country or a place overseas, where you then end up having your family and feeling safe. Maybe you come from a place where there's a lot of anxiety due to war or poverty. Yeah, exactly, poverty, and you have to move to get a better job or a better financial situation or to improve the situation for your family, and you end up staying in that place and manifesting a better reality for you and your family, or a better reality where you can have a committed relationship and start a family here. You end up getting married here and you end up healing your situation, taking charge of your life with that Emperor there, closing the cycle of anxiety here, and meeting someone with whom you can get married to for sure, with whom you can start the strong foundation here. Again, Ace of Pentacles. You both want the same thing because we have the Ace of Pentacles twice. And so you set a solid foundation for yourself financially, and then also within a relationship. And then you just experience all this joy and this happiness and possibly some kids as well. Two of Earth here. So yeah, at the beginning of this, your life in this movie shows someone who really has to juggle with their finances. But you always find a reason to celebrate. You always celebrate life and you're always grateful. And instead of staying in the energy of anxiety, you really use it to plan forward and to strategize the next step so you can do something that you're really passionate about and have this new beginning here. But you're always a lot of anxiety that stems from the fact that you don't know where you need to move, where will be the best place where you will be able to move out of this poverty consciousness or this actual poverty or these problems. But you need to leave some place behind or a relationship behind that you end up leaving behind, and you end up traveling somewhere else, or someone ends up traveling toward you here because they see your worth. Or wherever you travel, you then, Emperor and Empress, divine counterparts, you end up taking charge of your life, glowing up, attracting in abundance, and really taking charge of your life and meeting the person with whom you're going to start a family with. And so there's a deep transformation going on in your life. However your life starts, you end up living someplace else and establishing a home someplace else where you start a family. You create roots in another place here. And there's a lot of challenges that go with this. But you may be, even with the Aquarius energy, the first person in your family who ends up doing this. But you're determined and you'll work as hard as you need to work. You align yourself with the methods. You align yourself. You're dutiful. You plan, you strategize, and you make it happen. And until you make it happen, you don't stop. You take the opportunities that are ahead of you, and no matter how complex things may seem, or to get to that place, you surrender to what you need to do, and you tap into your subconscious mind. You get these dreams and you push forward. You pack your luggage and You work on your spiritual development, you access the Akashic records, and you know exactly what to do. And because of that, you get this new beginning in life, these new opportunities that you create for yourself. And you're always protected from your enemies because you trust in spirit to walk alongside you. And someone sees you in this process and struggling, and they want to give you a hand, and they end up falling in love with you and letting you know how they feel. And this is the person you end up marrying here. Maybe you meet this person overseas. Yeah, while you're working, they see you, they come to you. You may meet this person at work, or you may be just really distracted with work, and all of a sudden this person shows up in your life. This person is possibly wealthier than you, maybe your boss, and they give you an opportunity, or this person is wealthy, and they see how you're a hard worker, and they just fall in love with you. And so they invite you to live in their house, or they have enough money to, you together could have this really nice house. The numbers 20, 13, and 34 may be relevant. 21, you create a family together, or this person may just feel very familiar to you. Okay, and your life ascends because you transcend your obstacles with positivity, because you take action, because you are such a hard worker, and you dare to do things other people before you never dared to do. And so because of that, your life expands, and you just transcend all the obstacles, and you just level up in life. And someone may chase you, really feel like someone ends up chasing you. But you could also have some fear of abandonment issues here. But there's a twin flame relationship. Yeah, the Emperor and the Empress. There was another pile who got this. So if you want to watch another pile, you were called to. But you come into union with your twin flame in this reading. And it's someone who you really complement each other. But there's someone in this person's life who offers competition, who is your enemy, who's clever, they're malicious, and this could be another woman here who tries to meddle with whatever you have going on. And this person will meddle with your relationship, cause some heartbreak, some misunderstanding, some pain, possibly a separation between the two of you. And they may be a friend of yours who ends up stabbing you, quote unquote, in the back, okay, not literally, figuratively, but this love is so unconditional. And because you have so much self-love that there's so much passion, so much affection and attraction, you love yourself so much that this person ends up being drawn to you anyway, no matter what other people try here. And so your relationship, instead of getting a setback, it just evolves into a new phase, and it just keeps growing no matter what people try against it. This person takes a chance on you, and you're very strategic on how you deal with this other person here. And you don't show all of what's going on, and keeping a secret from this other person is actually going to help you move forward with this other relationship. You're a very strategic person. You're not someone who can be easily fooled. And this person who you end up, getting into a relationship with is a past life. It's someone you've known from a past life. You've had many past lives. And this person feels like they're really safe for you to open up your heart and to give and receive love to. They make you feel really safe. And it's going to feel just like this bliss and honeymoon time together. And you're just going to know that this could be the one. And you're just going to know who this is. Now, you could meet this person in a workshop or a seminar as you attend or give a speech here as a part of your spiritual path and purpose. Or in this movie, you do this because it helps you through, because you're very open to teaching and learning here. And you have to cut the cords here with something negative in your path so you can have there's a total break with an old way of life here. Archangel Michael is definitely showing up in this movie here, helping you clear old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships. And he ends up helping you free yourself from destructive patterns. Yeah, Archangel Michael is coming up strongly in this reading. So you could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. Doesn't matter. But this powerful archangel is like a real character in your movie. He's constantly showing up to protect you, to guide you, to help you cut through the BS, to help you cut away from negative people who he's always protecting you from this one person who keeps trying to undermine your life. And because he knows how emotionally sensitive you are and that you really need his help. And you are someone who is very sensitive to other people. And you have this very nurturing and loving energy here. And you're always watering your garden and your emotions, and you're always nourishing and taking care of your body, and taking care of rest time. So you rest a lot in this movie. You're like napping a lot or taking care of yourself, and you're very tender hearted here, which is why you attract this person who probably is so used to dealing with snake-like people who are backstabbers, and you're just this different person that shows up. You could end up writing a book here, and becoming a writer, or you're dealing with, or you meet someone who is a writer, but you teach through your, and you entertain with the words that you write are also very inspiring and very healing. You end up either teaching children, dealing with children, starting a family with this person. And also you could become a healer to children. And your purpose in this world is about teaching about love and bringing light to the world and having a family for sure. Being part of some kind of strong family dynamic you either start or you enter. You could become a stepmother, a stepfather, or an actual mother or father, or mother and father figure to someone here. Okay? Yeah, this person you meet could already have children, or you end up having children, or both. Yeah. When you feel like your life is over, that's when your life is just beginning. I'm seeing late bloomer here. So you may end up marrying late or having kids later. And just when you thought that you're going to get no opportunities, that's when all your life gets started. This is actually so beautiful. So just be patient with yourself is the advice to the character. That is you in this movie and the process. And do never give up, because you're a Lakshmi. Whatever you touch, you attract abundance. And, you know, by getting together with this person, you're just going to attract even more abundance to both of you. Or this person is a Lakshmi, and as they come into your life, they help you attract the flow of prosperity to your life. So check out your Vedic astrology and check out if you are a Lakshmi. A son, so you could end up becoming a mother or father figure to a son, or end up having a son. And it's about letting the universe and other people know what you want and what you need. You learn about being assertive with these people who just want to stab you in the back. That's a lesson that you learn early in your life in this movie, and then you realize that all your desires are within reach. You just have to have faith that everything will work out in your favor, and it will. Truth be told, you realize that you don't have to perform or be a certain way in life, and you take that mask off, because the wisdom that you acquire in this life really allows you to take off that mask and be very truthful and genuine. And because you're so diligent here, you have access to new beginnings and new opportunities here. And you know, things just open up for you here because you're such a hard worker and you are very patient. Okay, and the owl comes up twice here, so you see very clearly. You use your wisdom. The number 43, the number 7, 14, and 5. So using your wisdom and losing the mask, speaking your truth and living in your authenticity will really bring in the necessary change and your spiritual growth. Your wisdom is going to take you very far. Precious time. You spend a lot of time on your own. You experience every moment fully, and you make the most of your precious time. You're always into doing something, learning something in this movie here. And you learn your lessons, okay? You are a survivor right at the beginning. You survive something very, very deep and strong that happens to you in your life. Maybe someone was very unfair, or an unfair situation that you come out of. But because you have so much drive, and you just really No matter what you're going through emotionally, you just decide to reinvent yourself and push yourself forward. There's a lot of strength here. You're very strong, very powerful person here. Scorpio, Leo energy I'm seeing here. And you always come from a place of love and compassion. And with this dark angel here, you really, really heal, and you heal other people's darkness as well. As you decided to, no matter what your circumstances were, you refused to stay in the darkness. And you brought yourself to the present moment, and your own value was revealed to you as you stayed in the present moment. And you find sanctuary in spending time alone. Your privacy is inviolate. You do not allow there. You have strong boundaries here, and your privacy is your privacy, and no one really knows what you do. You don't show too much. You are mysterious, and this is very attractive. This is very attractive. There could be some kind of taboo when you meet this person here. There could be a taboo. You could be someone who has this hidden ability of divination, and this is a part of yourself that you don't share too often, but you end up sharing it, and when you do, that's when all of the abundance comes in for you. Yeah, and you just, Gabriel is the archangel of families and creativity, who is really helping you with your family situation and protecting your family. Is very, very protected here. And Archangel Raphael really helps with healing your situation, cleansing your heart. And you're someone who always just shows a lot of compassion throughout. And again, you get several new beginnings here in your life, and you get a chance for a new beginning in this movie after all that you've been through in the beginning here. And a new love enters your life. You embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. So there could be someone who discovers you while you're working, and it ends up becoming a love story where you end up getting married and having children, or blending families, or you end up becoming a stepfather, a stepmother with a past life relationship. Okay, guys, this was beautiful. Seems like you're on a twin flame journey here on this movie. You end up living in a beautiful house, and there's a lot of emotion, a lot of happiness, a lot of new opportunities, new beginnings with a higher level soulmate here. You overcome your anxiety as you make a decision to really plant some good seeds and heal in your life, because you understand that you're the magician in your life. Wait a second, guys, before I forget, let me look at the tea leaf for you. Let me just put these to the side and look at the tea leaf. So we have a leg stepping into a new experience, and that's where your story starts, is when you step into this new experience. You will be shown the way. You will be divinely guided here toward a sunrise, new ventures, and a fresh start in your life, where you start getting access to plenty of material things, more than you ever imagined, because you're coming from poverty, and you're going to experience a lot of peace and harmony after some rough time situation in the balance that require careful handling. That's where you come from. An experience where you had to constantly be managing resources, or you would not have enough, but a new opportunity to walk through a door of opportunity and possibilities, and paths just started opening up for you, and you took the opportunities, even though this was a temporary situation. Little did you know, or when you did take this opportunity, you had to go through some kind of temporary situation here, but you were always spiritually guided by your angels, and you were always protected from harm throughout. And you realized that all your worry was over nothing, all that anxiety was over nothing. And because there's just such a strong emotion and a fire that burning in you, but you're either someone who people love or hate, or you're someone who experiences these strong emotions. You deal with a lot of stupid people here, and you have to move away. You have to solve a lot of problems for yourself, and then you end up playing a completely different role in your life than the one that was handed to you in the beginning. And close friends you're gonna enjoy a lot of. You have like a really close friend who you meet up with for tea that makes you really feel good and brings you a lot of ideas and helps you. And you keep a good balance in your life with your friendships here. And then you end up experiencing this really spiritual love here. And because you've chosen to increase your efforts to achieve your goals. Okay, pile 3, that was your reading. Let me know how that resonates for you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of future uploads on this channel. If you'd like a private reading or an energy healing session with me, or a manifestation technique on Zoom, you can find my email me, and we can do that. Okay. So before I present this whole chunk for you, pile number 4, welcome if you chose the obsidian point. Last but not least, pile number 4, this is your reading. So let's get your first message out about how the opening scene of your movie is, if someone were to make a movie about you. The impossible happens. Okay, because you believed, you are celebrating something you thought was impossible. Okay, and because you chose to believe in the impossible, that's exactly what you're celebrating. Something you thought was impossible happens finally. Okay, there could be a blue moon, a full moon in the opening scene here as well. Now we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. The moon, again, so the lunar cycles, so the moon will show up in this movie a lot. Emotions are very important and hidden things. And this impossible happening was hidden from you. You did not see this being possible. The Empress, but you made it possible. Libra and Taurus energy, Cancer and Virgo energy, the Tower, Scorpio energy. But something had to crumble before you could achieve the impossible here. Something had to crumble, possibly a very stable or seemingly stable situation, that you fell from an ivory tower or from a very comfortable, stable situation before you made the impossible happen for you. And you had to go through a time where you had to downsize your living situation and live in maybe a little bit cheaper circumstances, so to speak, but you relied on your intuition to bring you this far because you have heightened psychic abilities in this movie. That is your life. And you end up becoming a mentor where you pass on wisdom and you refine other students' characters. And you also find a mentor in your life who helps push you forward to discovering who you are and working through your shadow self. You find a mentor who helps you through this and who helps you become the Empress that you are, attracting in the abundance and the life that you want to attract in, without, really relying on other people to make it happen for yourself. Journey to wholeness. Yes. So after a traumatic experience of losing something or falling from an ivory tower, or there being a tower moment where the truth sets you free or sets you into a totally unexpected direction here, could be through an epiphany, a dream, or an outside circumstance you had no control of, but set you toward the path towards something much better for yourself. There is a whole, so the movie really shows a whole journey of yourself to getting yourself back, or to your wholeness, or to discovering just how abundant you actually are, and just what you thought was impossible, you're actually capable of doing all on your own, or with the right people beside you. So this whole movie is about your journey to your wholeness. The number 33 may be a number that you see a lot. Labradorite. And in this movie, on this journey to wholeness, you discover your psychic abilities. You connect to the moon. Labradorite is a moonstone, so you could really resonate with labradorite, or labradorite could show up a lot in the movie as well, placed in special places as a symbol of your connection to the moon. High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces energy, very moon connected. You're very connected to your emotions and to spirit here, okay? And there's a contract, a spiritual contract that you're fulfilling here to discover self and to connect to your psychic abilities. And that's how you discover your wholeness. That's your journey to your wholeness here. You could have to go through some kind of legal battle here about this tower moment.